Hey everyone, it's Hannah from Hanana Beauty. I hope you all had a wonderful Valentine's Day. And today I'm going to be filming my next video, which I like to call a chocolate rose look. So I have one of my eyes done. This is my left eye. I don't know if you can see it very well with the camera, but I'm using pinks and kind of like a pomegranate goldish color as well as a matte brown. And I was kind of inspired by this necklace that I'm wearing today. It was actually made by a good friend of mine, Grace. I'll post a link down below to her website where you can take a look at her jewelry and maybe purchase something. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to begin by priming my eyelid with MAC's Bare Study Paint Pot. This is just kind of like a shimmery champagne color, and I'm using this round-tipped brush right here. This is the MAC 194 brush, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lid, just like that. And I'm doing this just so that my eyeshadows stay on for as long as possible, and to cancel out any redness in my eyes, cover up all of those little spider veins that you've all got on your lid. Make it all nice and pretty. Alright. Okay, so once you've got enough product on, we can move on. So I actually just picked this up yesterday, this product, and I'm really excited about it. It's a product by Maybelline. It's the Color Tattoo, and this color is, well, it doesn't have the shade number on here, but it's like a pomegranate color with gold flecks in it. Here, I'll swatch it for you on my hand so you can all kind of take a look at it. Can you see that? I don't know if the camera really picks up the pomegranate color to it, but it's really gorgeous. So I'm going to use the same brush that I used for my MAC paint pot, and I'm going to use the other side because this is quite a dark color. I'm just going to pat it on the brush like that. Okay, now I'm going to keep this in the outer corner of my eye because I don't want a really dramatic smoky eye today. I just want something a little bit softer, just like a rose. Alright, so I'm, as I said, concentrating that in the outer corner, and I'm going about halfway in with this color. You see that? About halfway in. So it's going to look a little messy at first, don't worry about that, because we're going to blend out all of the colors later. Okay, so now I think I have enough product, so let's move on. Now I'm going to take this really gorgeous, kind of like a pink color from MAC. It's called Expensive Pink, but it seems to have some kind of like orangey undertone to it. It's almost like a coral color. It's really pretty. And I'm going to be using this rounded tip brush here. This is MAC 239, but you can use any brush that you really like. And I'm just going to pat the brush into the color like that. Now this kind of a brush is really great for building color on the eye. So I'm just going to pat it on the other half of my eye toward the inner corner, excuse me. And I'm going to meet the pomegranate color that I put down earlier, just like that. You can see that? I'm just patting it on the eye to build color. So just keep adding product until you're satisfied with it. Just like that. Okay. So once you've got that down, you can blend it out a bit. I'm going to use this fluffy, big fluffy brush. This is MAC 224. Again, you can use whatever brush you'd like for this purpose for blending, but these are the brushes I have. And just kind of use a windshield wiper motion back and forth across the eye to blend out the harsh line. So now we're going to use our darkest color. This is a dark matte brown, handwritten by MAC. You can use any dark brown that you want for this. And I'm going to begin by using a pencil tip brush. This is MAC 219, and I'm just going to dab the color onto the brush like that. And when I tap the eyeshadow like that, I'm just getting the excess off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the color in a diagonal motion, just like that. There we go. Just kind of diagonally patting it on, and then I'm swiping it into the crease, just like that, to give my eye crease more definition, as well as the outer corner of my eye. I'm just going to add a little bit more, putting it in the same place, and then swiping it back and forth in a very similar motion that we were using when we were blending the colors before, applying handwritten, just like that. I think I need, well, I'm going to go back in with my other brush. Okay, so I'm just going to blend that out a little bit so that everything looks nice before we move on. Okay, and I'm going to add just a little bit more. I'm going to go back to my 239 brush here, and I'm going to use the same dabbing motion that I used with the other brush. And I'm going to pad even more color onto that outer corner of my eyelid, as you can see, just that part right there. So I really want to define it. Okay. So now it matches the other eye. Blend it out. Okay, and now I'm going to go to a fluffy angled brush right here. This is MAC 275, and I'm going to be using Wedge. It's a light brown color. It's really great. It's a really great transition color for when you finish your eye makeup, and if you feel like you've got jagged edges, or not jagged edges, but harsh edges, you just want to apply that right between where you put the eyeshadow color and then your brown bone, which is where we're going to put the highlight. So I'm just swiping that on, very easy motion. Alright, and now I'm going to clean that off and use my highlight color. Today I'm going to use MAC Vanilla. It's slightly shimmery ivory color. I'm dabbing the color into the same brush, capping off the excess. And I'm going to apply that just underneath my eyebrows to give them a nice highlight. Now, I'm going to go back and take my 219 pencil brush, and I'm going to dab it into handwritten, the dark brown again, because I want to produce a smoky effect to the eye, so I'm going to apply it to my bottom lid there, right where my eyelashes are. So that kind of gives it a really pretty smoky effect, really soft. And I'm only going about halfway. Now once you're satisfied with that, you clean off the same brush, and I'm going to go back to my highlight shade Vanilla. And I'm dabbing my brush in there, and I'm going to apply that to the inner corner of my eye, and then I'm going to bring it around and finish off that last half of my bottom lash line, just like that, if you can see that. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm going to apply a liquid eyeliner. So I'm using here Stila's waterproof liquid eyeliner, and this is in a dark brown shade. And I'm using dark brown because I don't want anything too harsh. Again, this is a chocolate rose look, so I want it to be really soft and pretty, but I still want to define my upper lash line. So I'm just going to kind of apply it in small strokes all along my upper lash line, just like that. I was going to do a cat eye, I was going to wing it out, but I decided I didn't want something so dramatic today, so I'm just keeping it on the upper lash line like that, so it matches my other eye. Okay, so now I'm going to cap that. And last part, I'm going to take this white eyeliner pencil by MAC. It's called Fascinating. You can use any kind of white eyeliner pencil that you want. And I'm just going to apply this to my bottom lash line. Or no, not my bottom lash line, my bottom waterline. And the reason why is because when you apply a light color to your bottom waterline, it really opens up the eyes and gives them a more awake effect. So, this can be a little bit tricky to do, but all you need to do is just take your index finger, whichever finger you want, place it right underneath your eye, and then pull down a little bit so that you can line the bottom waterline. So I'm going to quickly line my bottom waterline. Just like that. So you notice it just really opens up your eye. It makes you look more awake and fresh. So last thing, I'm going to put on my mascara. I'm using False Lashes by MAC. Again, you can use whichever mascara that you like. I just happen to really like this one. And I'm just going to apply one coat. I don't really want too much. And I'm just going to wiggle it into my eyelashes from root to tip to lift and separate them, give them some volume. And I'm going to do the same with my bottom lashes as well. Just putting on a little bit. Okay, so now that my eyes are done, the last step is putting on some lip something or other. I've already put on a little bit of concealer under my eyes, and I had a little bit of a red spot here on my chin, so I just covered that up with my Laura Mercier spot concealer. And I put on some blush. I used Cubic by MAC. It's a really pretty kind of soft pink color. It's really good if you have fair skin. It just kind of livens you up a little bit. It might make you look a little bit ashy if you have darker to medium tone skin. And then I put on just a teeny bit of bronzer right here in the hollows of my cheeks just to give me a little bit more color because I'm in the thick of winter here and I haven't seen the sun very much. So this is Matte Bronze by MAC. Just purchased this. It's a nice brown color. It looks really brown, but if you just put a little bit on, it works. It's nice. Okay, so for my lips, I'm going to use O-Gloss by Smashbox. And this is really kind of neat because it goes on sheer. You can't see it. It's just a regular run-of-the-mill gloss. But it kind of warms up on your lips, and then it kind of produces this pinky berry color that's really soft and natural, and especially really pretty for the look that I'm going for today. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit out, dab it on my lips, and then using that angled top, I'm just going to spread it out like that. And additionally spread it around with my own lips. Okay, so if you see the lip gloss kind of has warmed up on my lips, and it does have this like pinky berry shade that's really pretty. And that's the finished look. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos to come, and have a good rest of your week. Bye.